I have my purple notebook, and it means that we're going to continue talking about German language exams, Goethe exam mostly, but also on B2 level we can compare it to test DAF and TELC, so more or less they're, pretty much the same type of exams. In total, we are going to have a bit more than an hour, 50 minutes for one task and 25 minutes for another. The general recommendation is, first, know the criteria in advance. We usually have 4. The second biggest thing that will help you so much are always these cliche phrases you can use every single time for every writing task. The format of task number 1, I would say it's almost an essay in the forum. Our example for today will be cheap flights. Is it good or bad for the world, for the environment? So you'll have to express your opinion to this point, then definitely go for all the pros of this concept. So Vorteile, why is it good to travel cheap? The third communication task would be to go over all the Nachteile, so the cons, right? So we have express opinion, pros, cons. As the fourth communication task, we'll have to offer certain alternatives or make suggestions how we can make the situation better. All 4 communication points always have to be in pair with the nice, suitable introduction, 1 sentence, not more, and nice, suitable conclusion that summarizes everything you've said before. Here we're using neutral language. What does it mean? We are not talking as informally as we would be talking to a friend, whereas we're also not as formal as we would be in business correspondence. Our Forenbeitrag has to be at least 150 words, and you can always cross out 10 words for the introduction, 10-15 words for the conclusion, and just focus on learning, as I always say, the cliche phrases that will take probably 50% of volume of anything you write. And as usual, your lovely kind friend Julia, I always share this useful phrases that you can use for this exam, because when I was getting ready for my C2 exam, I was like, yeah, that's nice, so many videos, there are some like posts on Reddit, but nobody really puts it all together in one thing for free, right? So we definitely all want that. Click on the link in the description to this video and enjoy your complimentary PDF. For years, I can definitely tell you that I developed certain life hacks that you can use to make your text sound more sophisticated, more advanced. The first thing I would recommend for you is not to start every single sentence with subject, verb, object, structure. What does it mean? It means that you need to diversify your sentences. Sometimes you would start with an object, sometimes with a connector. Which leads us to the next point, and I've been talking about connectors for so long. It still is valid and valuable here in at B2 level as well. Außerdem, obwohl, nachdem, darüber hinaus. And I can finally tell you about such a thing as Nomen-Verb-Verbindungen, collocations of nouns and verbs that are always used together. I will give an example of einen Beitrag leisten zu Dativ. Right, so to make a contribution. There are always oder Entscheidung treffen, right, to make a decision. Find the ones you love and keep using them in every writing task you're doing. Very important. Getting back to our task of fulfilling communicative aspects, 4 of them, I would recommend you actually starting every point that you have, whether it's express your opinion, pros, contras, or alternatives, with a new paragraph. That's what will give you a clearer structure. So this is the view for our first task. And yeah, as I said, Forenbeitrags für junge Leute zum Thema modernes Reisen. In letzter Zeit wird viel über die Vorteile und Nachteile von Billigfluglinien diskutiert. Our introduction shortly. Auch ich möchte zu diesem Thema meine Meinung äußern. Meiner Meinung nach, make sure though to include the phrase, something like that, nach sind Billigfluglinien sehr beliebt, weil sie es vielen Menschen ermöglichen, günstig und unkompliziert zu reisen. Ein großer Vorteil ist, again, you see quite clear, man für wenig Geld verschiedene Länder kennenlernen kann. Allerdings gibt es auch erhebliche Nachteile, right? So we start with the connector. Oft leidet die Servicequalität und nicht selten entstehen zusätzliche Kosten, zum Beispiel für Gepäck oder Sitzplatzreservierungen, obwohl, Connector, der Flugpreis zunächst günstig wirkt. Das Problem dabei ist, dass die Umwelt durch die vielen Kurzstreckenflüge stark belastet wird. Eine mögliche Alternative wäre, öfter mit dem Zug zu reisen oder Carsharing-Angeboten zu nutzen, besonders innerhalb Europas. Again, eine mögliche Alternative, making sure that we state everything quite clear. Auf diese Weise könnte man Reisen nachhaltiger gestalten. Zusammenfassend, good word for the conclusion, kann man feststellen, dass Billigfluglinien viele Chancen bieten, jedoch bewusst und verantwortungsvoll genutzt werden sollten. Second part, a formal letter or an email to someone who is higher than you, whether it's a professor, a boss, chef in German. Here we also get to fulfill 4 communicative tasks. We definitely have to apologize because there is always the problem. For example, you lost your laptop and you cannot turn in the homework at the specific time. We have to ask politely to reschedule or give us some more time to do certain things. If there are any misunderstandings, you should clear them and express your deep sorry for whatever has happened. And as the last one, as a bridge for communication, we'll have to make a suggestion, again, whether to reschedule, to do something else, and so on. Please revise the formal addressing, Sie, sehr geehrte Frau, Herr, mit freundlichen Grüßen, and so on, for this task. In general, write about 100 words and you're going to have 25 minutes for this task. And in task number 2, we need to shortly explain why did you lose your laptop. We need to ask for the understanding about the situation, so basically apologize. Then we should also express the understanding of the Zeitdruck, so the time pressure that your teacher is standing under, who say in German, and then make a suggestion how to reschedule this appointment for turning in your homework. Sehr geehrter Herr Meinhardt, leider muss ich Ihnen mitteilen, dass mein Laptop vor wenigen Tagen gestohlen wurde, als ich in einem Café gearbeitet habe. Da ich keine Sicherheitskopie meiner Hausaufgabe angefertigt habe, ist mir die Aufgabe bis nächsten Freitag leider nicht möglich. Ich möchte mich aufrichtig für die entstandenen Umstände entschuldigen. Right, so again, aufrichtig entschuldigen und bitte Sie um Verständnis für meine Situation. Gleichzeitig ist mir bewusst, dass auch Sie unter erheblichen Zeitdruck stehen. Right? I can express that you understand that. Darf ich Ihnen vorschlagen, dass ich die Arbeit bis spätestens nächsten Mittwoch nachreiche. Ich werde mein Bestes tun, um die Hausaufgabe so schnell wie möglich neu zu schreiben. Ich danke Ihnen im Voraus für Ihr Verständnis und Ihre Unterstützung. Mit freundlichen Grüßen, Julia. So the phrases here again, this one is very the one general one that you can use in every single email you're writing. All these phrases you'll find in the free PDF. And if you need a very useful tool, aka valuable book, I've created the ultimate German language book for B1 and B2 exams for speaking and writing. Remember, the first task we have to weight pros and cons. Where do you find them? Where do you find the topics that are used most commonly? Again, whether it's speaking or writing, it's going to be useful for both in my book. So if you need that, I'm going to attach my Gumroad page as well in the description. And I hope you enjoy learning German as much as I enjoy teaching it to you. I'll see you in the next video. Tschüss!